Outer space, when the thought of instigates the thought of something infinite, forever expanding, and an enormous expanse of just pitch black darkness, with stars, galaxies, and clusters of gaseous clouds that illuminate the darkness, just present at every nook and cranny. To most people, it is a mesmerizing thing to ponder, while to some others, it is something that can mesmerize and scare you at the same time. It is not uncommon to get the chills at times when you think how small you are in comparison to the infinite space, which is completely out of our scope to control. Just as fascinating as the concept and the visual extravaganza of sight the space is, it is just as infinitely terrifying. Let's look into the reasons why outer space is scarier than you think. The rogue black hole. This was somewhat of a hot topic in space exploration, and with scientists successfully capturing images of what appears to be an Eye of Sauron black hole, it is not the one we should be worrying about. There is one black hole much closer to us that is more than capable enough of utterly crushing our planet with a blink of an eye. Named B31715 plus 425, this hole of immense gravity and spewing gamma radiation is just wandering through space at the speed of about 3 million miles per hour, and the term wandering is being said in quite literal terms here, as it is a fact that black holes in general remain attached to the apparent galaxies, and the black hole in the question, the B31715 plus 425, is a complete change of pace, as it is a rogue black hole whose galaxy was torn apart to shreds after ending up in a collision with a bigger galaxy. In the case of a collision of two galaxies with each other, the smaller galaxy gets subsumed or absorbed into the larger one, but with the B31715 at 425, the smaller galaxy had to get ripped away, which catapulted it across space in solidarity, with it absorbing away everything that is in its path. In terms of space, it is equivalent to a starving tiger that has escaped a zoo enclosure and is headed for your house. Although this black hole is about 2 billion light years away from us, at its current speed, it could potentially make up that distance pretty fast, and in case it does end up close to us, we might not even detect it, as everything around us will instantaneously disappear into the event horizon, as it is a million times more massive than the sun, which also means that it won't even have to get that close to us to destroy life as we know it. Solar superstorms. Massive planet-consuming entities are somewhat billions of light years away from us and still scary, while harmless, but what is close to us can very easily destroy every piece of technology that powers every other device on our planet, plummeting us back into the dark ages with nary a warning about the same happening to us in the foreseeable future. The cause behind this blinding would be our very own sun, which occasionally emits massive solar flares that can generate cosmic solar storms, which can cause catastrophic levels of UV radiation and energy to hurtle to almost hundreds of millions of miles from the surface of the sun to other planetary objects in a matter of seconds. If any of these storms or flares come in the way of the Earth, the radiation and energy would be very easily sufficient to fry out everything that runs on electricity, which would shut down every single internet server, hence cutting us off completely, be it GPS, TV, satellite, and all artificial lighting of any kind. This would mean that all of humankind would be sent back into pre-technological times, where we would have to rely on whatever heat and light we would receive from the sun and nothing more. This would take years to recover from and would cost trillions of dollars to do so. Meteor strikes. Almost 65 million years ago, in the prehistoric era, the entire dinosaur population was wiped out by a massive meteor strike, which is common knowledge. Although what is not commonplace is the fact that same could happen again at literally any time shortly. If a space that was big enough to enter our atmosphere and survive the burnout and could punch our planet at top speed anywhere from 25 to 160,000 miles per hour, what would follow would be a series of disasters that would essentially get bundled up with oxygen restricting dust, which would end all of life as we know it in no time. Although this can be avoided by modern technology, which is yet to have a discernible future thanks to the possibility of solar flares, could knock it out first by tracking meteors that are having their orbit coinciding with that of the Earth by rerouting or even destroying it in space itself. Yet, if space decides to hurt us, it still can, and it possibly will. To conclude, there is a massive expanse of nothingness out there in space, of which only 0.001% has been discovered, or so we believe. The rest is unpredictable and quite literally unfathomable to us, yet it will always be sought for further exploration as we know it. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this. See you guys next time.